Yeah, good morning everyone.
Morning, ma'am.
Yeah, so in previous chapter we discussed about the Women Protection Act. So under Women Protection Acts, we discussed even what is the domestic violence. What is domestic violence? The ladies which are going under pressure by her own family members
Okay.
of different reasons, like not bringing dowry according to their expectations, making her to work hours together forcefully. So this is called as somewhat domestic violence. And also the children, and no one is having any right to take service from the children whose age is below 6 to 14 years. Those who comes under, those children are comes under the category of child laborers. So forcefully we cannot take service from any people, and if anyone are taking like that, they are seriously and strictly punishable according to the law. Okay, and also what kind of steps we have to take to avoid these children, those who are pressurized with different reasons like domestic violence, or they are going to be harassed due to many reasons. Okay, sometimes what happens, few people, for their own benefit, they are selecting few people, those who belongs to minority groups, those who belongs to poor section or weaker sections or poor people. Forcefully they are bringing from their homes without their notice, and they are making them to work in different kind of sectors. Okay, so to avoid all such things, even Women Protection Act also has been framed one law, which is they want to prohibition of child marriages. Okay, so as I said, the man, the age of 21 years of man, if he is marrying a girl, the age group below 14 years or 18 years, that man will be punished very seriously, and he will be kept in prison for how many years? 2 years. And what is the penalty he has to pay in the court of law?
1 lakh.
1 lakh rupees. So these are all we came across, we discussed in previous session. And at the same time, if any child is undergoing marriage before 18 years, or I mean to say at the very young age, what are the consequences will face by a child, that also we discussed very seriously. Okay, so can you tell me any one of the reason, what are any one of the consequence where a child will perform a marriage before 18 years?
Like after get pregnancy, he lost
Yeah,
some
so
conditions.
forcefully the girl child whose age is below 18 years, unfortunately, if he married with any one person, that person cannot throw her into forcefully into family system. Okay, before coming to a certain age, before developing her hormones or whatever you take, if she becomes pregnant, serious consequences she is going to face. Either it will harmful to the baby, or else even harmful sometimes to that girl also who married below 18 years. So these are all the consequences where a child marriage, if any child is performing marriage below 18 years. Not only that child, even once if the child marriage will be abolished, till the next moment she will marry, the person who is ready to marry her, he has to take the responsibility until he gets the marriage. So he has to bear all the charges of that girl, whether it is education purpose, health purpose, or whatever it is. Okay, till again she'll get married, that person is whole and sole responsible to bear all kinds of charges for that girl. And not only here that man will be punished, even the parents of a child also will be punished by law, will be punished by law. So here we came across one example also. And before that, the Protection of Sexual Harassment also Act has been made in favor of children. Okay, so no one is having any right to throw any child forcefully into a family system, or sexual harassment does not consider in according to the law. So there we came across one example also. Kavita, a 12 years old girl, she stopped all of a sudden going to school. After observing 2-3 days, the school people or school principal or headmaster went to Kavita's house to know the reason, along with the child prohibition scheme activist, along with that followers. Okay, so once if the team and headmaster went to that Kavita's house, the father was denying to show her birth certificate. So what he said? He said that my daughter will not come to school and her marriage was fixed. In fact, what is her age? She is only 12 years old and she did not even completed her primary education, which is completely against to the education system. So forcefully that father wants to complete his responsibility, as he blessed with two baby girls. So once if completed the responsibility of an elder daughter, then only he can perform marriage of the second younger daughter. So that is the intention of a father, to perform marriage of his daughter at the very young age. So after giving counseling by the team and headmaster, when they asked to show her Aadhaar card and birth certificate, the father was denied. Why he was denied? Because it is very clearly, it will mention in Aadhaar card and birth certificate her date of birth. So with that, it will come to know that she is a minor girl but not a major girl, and she is not at all ready to go with the marriage. So after counseling a lot, later he dropped. He said only one reason: I have two daughters. If I completed responsibility of elder daughter, then only I can perform marriage of my younger daughter. As I am very poor, I cannot afford this and that. So don't take any reasons into consideration. See, if any person, if any father is not able to afford to their children's education, let them be at home. Let them be at home. Okay, forcefully don't go with the marriage. To complete your responsibility as a father, you don't have any right to spoil your own children's life. Okay, if you are not able to, if you are not interested to send your children to school, let them be at home. After coming to a certain stage, you perform marriage of both the daughters according to the law. But before that, if you are going to, as a father, if you want to take that action immediately, the law will even punish you also. So the parents also punished. Only one thing I want to say here. So these are all the examples we came across and we discussed very clearly. Now the third one is, which is already first one, child marriages, prohibition of child marriages, protection of sexual harassment act also we discussed. Under that, what all the consequences of child marriage if a child is performing, everything we discussed. Now the third one is, let me write, Women Protection Act. Okay, under this, the third one, the immoral trafficking prevention act 1956 and its amendment. Okay, what is the meaning of immoral trafficking? Moral means straight away on a positive note. Immoral, it is nothing but it is against to the law. It is against to the law. What is the meaning of trafficking? Here, in most of the areas, especially in Mumbai, Mumbai is one of the biggest trade center in whole India. So daily some crores of rupees will earn by the owners of the sectors in Mumbai. If you want to, if you go to Mumbai, your life will be settled like anything, because the source of income is very high and opportunities also will be so high. Whatever according to your convenience, according to your capacity, according to your qualification, you can work any kind of work in Mumbai, because the sources are like that. So one of the biggest trade center is known as by Mumbai in whole India. How you have to earn money? In a proper way, in a decent way, in a legal way, but not going towards the illegal way. Legal and illegal. What is the meaning of legal? Which is according to the law. Okay, which is according to the law. Here, when you are doing legal activities, you are not going to fraud anyone here, any company here. Okay, if you are transparent, if you are genuine by nature, then automatically the money and work also will come to you. And most of the people in the society, they are earning money through illegal activities. What is the meaning of illegal? It is opposite to the legal. Legal means straightforward, genuine, whatever the words you can call it as. Illegal means which you are not supposed to do such kind of activities for the sake of earning money. What the people are doing, in their mind only one concept and one content and one motto is there in their mind. Somehow or the other, we have to earn money. What is the mode of work? They won't understand. They won't be in a position to think about it. If anything goes wrong by doing illegal activities, they may be kept in prison also. So, the consequences where the person is going to face further, they won't take into consideration. పట్టుకున్నప్పుడు చూద్దాంలే, మనం జైలుకి పోయినప్పుడు కదా, మనం దొరికినప్పుడు కదా. So this kind of assumption the people will be act. Okay, so most of the people, they want to earn money against the law, against the norms and conditions. They are least bothered about. Least bothered means what? They won't take others' feelings and emotions into consideration, whether they are interested or not, whether they are happy by doing such work or not. They won't take. Only the thing is they want to earn money, whatever whether it is legal or illegal activity, whatever it is, but we have to earn the money at any cost. Further, if any consequences, are facing by the people, that will be looked after. So here, according to this point, the Immoral Trafficking Act 1956 amendment, how we have to protect such kind of trafficking people. Trafficking means what? See, for the sake of work, the people are taking, poor people will make your child to earn money, and probably your child will send money to you and we will send money to you. The people will make other person on the name of money. They'll compromise like anything, because sometimes what I said, when situation demands, situation itself make a person to compromise according to the situation. Whatever the situation, see, we cannot afford ourselves, we cannot take food 3 times a day, okay, and we cannot live in a good house. These are all the situations make a person to compromise according to the as per the situation, and knowingly unknowingly they are throwing their own children into certain system which is not legal. Sometimes what happens, these people will take small children and they'll remove the body parts, like they'll remove one hand, they'll become like, if any person's hands or legs are not there, if any human body part is not working, such kind of people will be called as naturally handicapped people.
Yes.
So they are taking the chance and they are using that chance to send that child into the society to beg money. So normally what happened here, they'll remove the body parts and they'll throw into the society, and they'll make them to sit in railway platform or bus stands or nearby roads or whatever, wherever you go, okay, and they'll beg the money. Whatever the money is bringing by the child, these people are enjoying, but in return, are they going to give proper food and clothes to the children? No. Just they are using all the children for the sake of earning money. What all the problems are facing by their children, here parents, they doesn't know. Sometimes what happens, what they'll do, especially girl childs, forcefully they are sending to most of the people, they are making baby girls to go under prostitution. Prostitution means what? What is the meaning of prostitution? This is completely an illegal activity doing in the society by other people. Okay, prostitution. Prostitution means nothing but in Telugu we can call it as Vyabhicharam. What it is? Vyabhicharam. Prostitution is nothing but a girl child is forcefully enters into the sexual harassment by a person which is completely against the law, which is totally against the law. So somehow or the other, we have to save the society, we have to protect especially girl child from this kind of activity which is not legal, which is not good. Okay, so the people, the person, head of the person will, one person will be there, one lady will be there who will manage this brothel house, it is called as. Okay, if you go to Mumbai, one area is there, red light area it will be called as. Okay, there you can find all such kind of ladies. They doesn't know where they will come from. While bringing, they'll tie their eyes also sometime, because they should not identify the location where exactly they are traveling. So many kinds of illegal activities will be done by the people, few stupid people, to for their own benefit, for their own benefit. Here, who will be the sufferer? Ultimately, the people, those who are going under pressure by doing such illegal activities like prostitution or whatever you call. Okay, they'll remove the body parts and they'll send to beg money in the streets. Okay, so these are all called as illegal activities. And the prostitution house who is going to maintain by person, that person is also going to be punished by law. Punished by law. So here, this kind of illegal activity will be done by the people without their notice and without their interest, which is completely against the law. So what to do? What the government is doing at last? So in many lessons in previous classes and in previous lessons, we came across that the government, the Constitution of India, framing many policies, framing many schemes, and they are designing such activities which they are not supposed to do against the law. Policies are framing, laws are making, everything is under control, everything is up to the mark. But when point comes to implementation, do you think anyone is following? No. So what to do? People should create awareness on their own. One example I gave, if any unknown situation is coming in front of you, being as a person, you have to be very smart. Smart means not physically. Mentally you have to be. Smart means what? Clever. I'm not talking about physical smartness. I'm talking about the mental smartness. Smartness means nothing but you have to be very alert. You have to make yourself very clever. How to get rid of that situation and how to protect yourself. You should not wait for someone. No one will come to you. Okay, if anything happens to you, people will make a drama over there and they'll enjoy the situation instead of helping you. The society is like that. Because if anyone wants to come forward to help you also, most of the people will stop that person. నీకెందుకు వచ్చిన గొడవ ఏదన్నా అయితే నిన్ను బొక్కలో దోస్తాను, నిన్ను జైల్లోకి పంపిస్తారు, తిరుగుతావా పోలీస్ స్టేషన్ చుట్టూ అని చెప్పేసి ఆపుతారు. So very few people will be there, very few people are said to be so genuine where they wanted to save the society, where they wanted to protect the children by doing such activities. Such people will always against in the society. So some arguments and some fightings will happen obviously in the society if any person wants to stop such kind of this thing. And not only these people are forcefully bringing from their families, even they are going to sell even to the other countries also. Other countries also. Okay, what is the main intention behind that by doing all such illegal activities? Only they want to earn money. They want to benefit for themselves. Only for the sake of their own benefit, they are making other people to suffer like anything by going with such kind of illegal activities. Okay, so sexual harassment and activities against the law. As I said, there are so many activities which are not supposed to do by any person or any other sector. So as I said, they'll remove the human body parts and they'll send into the streets and they'll ask for begging the money. Here they'll enjoy a lot, and even they are making all the people to work under so many factories which they are not supposed to. As we discussed, matchbox factory, crackers factory, some health threat factories will be there, which is not at all good for children to work over there. Okay, so all these activities they are which are against the law, these people are making, throwing children forcefully to take service or to work in any kind of harmful sectors which is not good on their part. Only they'll think about themselves, but they won't think about others. Okay, as I said, the father, if he is blessed with two baby girls, first and foremost important thing comes in front of him. He wants to complete his responsibility rather than the happiness of his own child. Whether I want to complete my responsibility, I want to send my daughter to in the hands of somebody else. There ends the matter. But a father will never think whether his daughter is happy with that person where he is going to send her. It doesn't, he don't want to take all such things into consideration. The only one and only point will get into will be in his mind that he wants to complete his responsibility. Chetul dulpukodam, nothing but. In pure Telugu we can call it as తొందరగా పెళ్లి చేసి పంపించేస్తే బాధ్యత అయిపోతుంది, చేతులు దులిపేసుకోవచ్చు, తర్వాత కాన్సిక్వెన్సెస్ बाद में देखा जाएगा, कौन जाने कब किसको क्या होता. So this is all nothing but, in only one word I can say, selfish. The situation will make a person to lose his common sense and he will become automatically selfish. If any consequences, let those consequences will come, let those problems will come, then only we'll look into that. Till then we'll be happy. Let us run the society as much as possible. Let us move the society. Let us go into the society. If anyone will say, if any situation will come, then we'll look after what to do and what not to do. Okay, so this is the Immoral Trafficking Prevention Act, which was taken in the year 1956 to avoid, to prevent this sexual harassment of a children and trafficking. Trafficking means nothing but kidnapping the child, and they are going to send to the other, sell to the other countries, and they'll remove the human body parts and what all the kinds of illegal activities which are against the law they are going to make with the child. So even one more point also, laborers. So somehow or the other, titles are different, but the concept is same. The concept is same. Again we are coming back to laborers. Laborers, forcefully they are throwing into such industries. They are making a child to earn money, and they are making a child to work in such kind of industries, but in return, as per the agreement, as per the law, according to the work done by a child, do you think the child is getting proper salary, proper wages in the form of this thing? The meaning of wages is nothing but, what is that?
Nothing but salary.
Salary. Okay, the money which is going to pay to a person in the form of salary is called as wages. So the people are taking service from the children, but they are not giving wages, they are not giving money as per the agreement. Okay, so this is all about the laborers or sexual harassment or activities against the law comes under the trafficking people, the immoral. Immoral means nothing but which is against to the law, morality. Moral ante neeti, immoral aviniti, just opposite. Okay, so that's the reason, my dear children, I am asking only one thing to you. I am telling you, just we are here to create an awareness which is good and which is bad. You speak with everyone, but try to know the sense of the people. Try to know the actions and reactions of the people, whether they are good or not. If you are giving your hand to someone else, by the touch only, if you are smart enough, if you are clever, you'll come to know whether that person is a genuine or correct person or not. So go accordingly. Don't think that we are so young, so nothing we are going to gain by listening all such things. Still age is there to learn something else. You have to. Now you are into ninth class. As far as I concerned, you are enough mature to learn about all these things, to create an awareness about all these things. Okay. Few people will be, your friends will be so innocent. They doesn't know what is good and what is bad. So try to place you in such a position where you can guide, where you can advise even your friends also. Okay, let us live and let others also live happily. Right?